I was born in England, but moved to Australia as a child and grew up down under. When I finished school, I came to America and started performing. P.S. I didn't have to sleep with the producer to get the show, but I sure enjoyed you, Tom.
I don't believe that. Why don't you just introduce the lady, will you, Tom?
Ladies and gentlemen, a very funny lady, Maureen Murphy. Let's hear it. Maureen Murphy.
It's the Comedy Shop, starring Norm Crosby.
Why don't you introduce our next guest?
I would love to. I would love to. Here's a talent I know you're really going to enjoy, a lovely lady, Maureen Murphy.
Dating's really changed, too. See, before, guys would take you out to dinner, and if you didn't come across, they'd never ask you out again. It's different today. Now you don't get dinner. One guy said to me, he said, I think you're terrific the way you moan and groan when I'm close to you. I said, it's not me, it's my stomach.
Maureen has appeared on Johnny Carson's show many, many times.
Would you welcome Maureen Murphy? Maureen Murphy.
I am originally from Australia, but I have been living in California for some time now. And what I like about living in California is all the new trends. And one of the latest trends I've noticed is older women with real young men. But it makes sense for older women to go out with real young men because men reach sexual maturity early. But it's tough if you're a woman. Just as you reach your peak, your other two peaks start falling. I have an older woman friend who dates real young men. Her problem is the skin has gotten so loose around her neck. She tells her boyfriend she was raised by a cat. She's always giving herself the instant facelift, which is scotch tape and a rubber band stretched right around like that. And I was at a party with her where the rubber band snapped and her face flew across the room. And now they want to take sex education out of the schools and put in the prayer. I didn't have sex education, but I knew the prayer. Dear God, please don't let me be pregnant, and I'll never do that with a boy again. I just spent weeks by the phone waiting for a man to call me, and while I was waiting, I thought about the relationship. I thought about the fights, the arguments, getting slapped, getting stood up. It's funny when you look back, how you always remember the good times. But men are very different than Australian men, where I was brought up in Australia. See, the Australian man's greatest sexual fantasy is to watch two women, one cleaning and one vacuuming.
That's very funny.
Oh, looks like the audience have been to Love Enders, too.
Are Australian men really different than American men?
He asked me to an Australian wife-swapping party, but it's not that exciting there because you get to clean another woman's house.
You seen her on the Carson show?
No.
You have never? She's wonderful. She's very,
Sorry,
very...
I missed her.
No, she's that.
No,
She's a wonderful performer. Yes, and she had lighter hair too.
Hello, my name is Maureen, and I'm a shopaholic. Are there any other people who are shopaholics here? Well, it takes courage to admit it. I didn't know what to do about my problem, and then I saw this commercial on television. Is someone in your family a shopaholic? Call this number. So I called the number. It was another store having a sale. There were mornings my mother would chase me out the door yelling, "Don't take the card. You'll bill yourself." But Men don't understand women. They don't understand the pain we go through when they break up with us. Like my last boyfriend broke up with me, and I want him miserable. I want him down on Skid Row. I want him to die a slow, agonizing death. Because I really love him. Johnny, I just want to tell you, because I'm going to change my name again.
We talked about that. You worked under a lot of different names before you decided
to Pinky.
To Pinky.
Yeah, this is my new image, and I was thinking that, maybe it would be a good idea. I did not Playboy, but maybe it would be a good idea if I did pose naked with a popsicle.
Think so?
I might get some jobs out of it and stuff. What do you think?
I don't know, the way you were putting all those things down. You're really taking a women's battle tonight. I couldn't tell in the light over here. You do have pink hair.
Mm-hmm. That's my new image. Well, I went through a lot of periods since I saw you last. I went... I didn't mean it that way.
This is not a medical convention,
I had a punk period. A punk period.
You went through a punk period?
Yeah, I had little knives. Could you miss that?
Yeah.
Knives in my ears and, spike belts, because I'm Catholic. Catholics are into pain. And then I went through my masculine period where I was wearing a men's suit because somebody said it would be a good idea for me to be masculine. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to tell you, I went back to Australia since I saw you last.
Home,
I hadn't been back for years and years, and I heard from... One person wrote to me when I was 8 years old. I knew this person. He was my mother's old lover, Swampy Johnson. And she used to fool around with him in the back of the store with a rinso salesman. And he wrote to me, he wanted to get hold of my mother so he could do it again. But my mother's calmed down a lot.
You lead an interesting life, Maureen.
No, not really.
The Dean Martin Celebrity Roast comes to you from the fabulous MGM Grand Hotel in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. Roastmaster Dean Martin with tonight's Man of the Year, Mr. T.
Here she is, cuter than a koala bear. Miss Maureen Murphy.
Thank you. It's a real honor to be here tonight to roast you, Mr. T, because we really love you in Australia. Because it's a very overly macho country there. The men are very macho. That's why they love you. There, they'll get a woman pregnant just to kill a rabbit. And I tried to explain to my mother I wanted to be an actress. I said, Mother, I want to learn to cry real tears. I want to be able to show great emotion for someone I don't really care for. She said, become a housewife. But she told me if I went into movies, I'd have to do a nude scene. Now, I wouldn't do a nude scene. I think if God meant us to be naked, he'd make our skin fit better. Oh, and my other fantasy is to kiss Don Wrinkles. Till I met him here tonight, and...
Talking about celebrities earlier in the audience, we said hello to Judy over there. And I see, sitting right here, Miss Maureen Murphy. Hello, Maureen. Well, you look great. Hi.
Thank you.
Are you having a good time?
Oh, a great time.
Yeah, well, tell me something. I want to ask you, are the men at Chippendales here the kind of guys that you usually go out with?
Oh, no. I don't have anybody.
Oh.
I just have a little dog to keep me company. But having a dog is almost the same as having a husband around, because you say the same thing. Din, din, shut up, go to bed, get off me.
Thank you, Maureen Murphy.
It's time for an all-star family feud special starring the funny women against the funny men.
Maureen.
Yeah.
Somebody's already said the breast and chest, but let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Stop. Just stop for 1 second. What is on your chest?
It's my little dogs.
Those are your dogs?
You know, I love dogs. I have a little...
Is it all right if I pet your dog?
My son is watching.
Well, yeah.
Comedy
my
show.
dog.
Yes?
I'm very treated, you know.
I like animals too,
In fact,
Maureen.
we wear mother and dog outfits.
You do? Maureen, you are lovely. You're unbelievable. And I'll tell you what, if you can give me that last answer, I'll drop down
I want to
dead.
ask you, is this the same as hips that's here?
Step out, let me see. I have to be the extra one.
That's not
Judge,
hips.
is that the same as hips?
That,
You'll have to see it again. Step out here. Go ask the audience. Come out here, Maureen. Let me see. Is that the same as hips? It's not the same as hips.
well, I would say...
Wait a minute. Somebody said if you could maybe put an ostrich back there.
An ostrich?
No, what do you want to say?
I would say, buttocks.
You say buttocks. She says buttocks. For the bank, Maureen says buttocks. There it is! And the ladies strike first. 96. We asked 100 women. Name something a man can do better than a woman can.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, we'll see if it's there.
What is it? Football.
Okay, she says football. Have those dogs bitten you a few times, Maureen? Show us football. Hey! Play sports, you got it. I need an answer.
Star.
Show us star. There you go! Number 2.
Besides, it was time for me to change. You know, I
Yes.
might change again. You know, well, Skipper, you knew me as Daphne.
Daphne Davis.
But I've been in Hollywood before that, and I had other names, too.
You had other names?
And
I didn't know that.
Yes, I did.
Really?
Yes,
What
but
other names, darling?
Diana West, Cynthia Norman.
Diana
and, you
West.
know, Thank you. Hello. How are you? See, in Australia, it's very important to have a man. Any man. Otherwise, you're not a woman. And I heard a housewife say to a girl in the laundry, "Oh, my husband never works. Comes home stinking drunk, belches, then staggers off to bed." The girl said, "Does he have a brother?" My mother, she always wanted me to be married all in white and all virginal. But I don't think a woman should be a virgin when she gets married. I think she should have at least one other disappointing experience. Only one man called me up and said, "Would you like to have dinner before I take you back to my apartment?" I said, "That would be lovely." He said, "I'll pick you up about 9. You should have finished eating by then." You've seen the McLaughlin Group, Face the Nation, Meet the Press. But these shows pale in comparison with this new, innovative political format. He is the author of God and Dog at Yale, Is Benji a Communist, and The Red Chow Scare. Ladies and gentlemen, your host, William F. Barclay Jr. and the Fire Hydrant Line.
Study, what are you reading?
Woman Pope.
Maybe it's a picture dressed as a woman, but I never heard a woman pope.
Het moet meer zo. Begrijp ik het goed? Zo? Zo!
Vincent. Vincent's many self-portraits, painting himself in a portrait. And he was painting this at an extremely low point. My face is not green. He never could please his mother. Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow, bow wow. Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow. I've got a little cat. I don't want that bloody cat.